Good morning, goeiemorgen.
Goeiemorgen.
Let's get us in the full pictures. There we are. Is it R or R's?
Whatever on a Thursday.
Somebody's R's. All right, guys and girls, this morning we're chatting all about ticking the immigration boxes. It's quite an important subject, so you must listen very carefully. All right, this morning we're going to do a few things and say what you need to do when you do arrive in New Zealand. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
So we're running a current, I won't say type of special, but we're running something for new immigrants, what we call the starter pack. And this is one of the documents in the starter pack, so nothing weird to that.
It's just things that you're so overwhelmed when you get here that it's probably some things that maybe you don't think about.
Yeah, and sometimes stuff you forget it. Forget it. You've got a nice sunblotch here on the side. You are a blushing. All right, let's go. What's the first thing that you should do? Money. Yeah.
The most important thing probably is to open a bank account. I know you said previously that you can do it from South Africa
already. You can do it online. I did it online that time. You can still do it online.
Okay.
What you do is you just go and Google migrant banking. We've got 4 or 5 big banks in New Zealand, and they all offer this type of service. And once you are in New Zealand, you just pop in to the bank and you go and introduce yourself and say, I'm Sunny from Kukanap and I'm here. And you can put money into that bank account already, even if you are still in South Africa.
Okay.
But I want to put some, disclaimer down there. Don't put the money in day one that you decide you want to go to New Zealand. It could be that if something goes wrong and you can't come to New Zealand, then that money will stay there for a year and then they will repay it to the bank where you came from.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a catch-22, but once you got your visas, paying money from South Africa to New Zealand takes about, worst case scenario, about a week.
And then also another thing, don't think you're just going to pop into the bank and introduce yourself like Jan said. You have to make an appointment with the bank. In New Zealand, it doesn't work like in South Africa where you just go in and stand in line and they help you. You have to actually make an appointment to speak to someone.
That's good morning to everybody. I posted some Christmas lights the other night and I saw we got heaps of likes on that. So people are getting into the Christmas spirit because it's only 2 weeks.
I know. And this year has been so busy and we're still so busy that you kind of forget that Christmas is around.
And the thing is, it's a week, then we close our business for a while.
Yes.
Short while.
I think everyone is almost,
I'm ready to go today already. But
everyone is ready.
Still got to help some people out there. Okay. Here's the trick with a bank. Let's say you walk into Bank X. And you go into there and they say, yes, so you need an appointment and we cannot see you today and we can see you in 2 weeks. And you ask them to look at all the other branches near the area where they can accommodate you. I did that. I went to the bank at the airport or near the airport and they couldn't accommodate me, but they could accommodate me in Browns Bay. So I drove all the way from Browns Bay and about an hour later I had the bank appointment down there. So you can make the appointment with any branch in any branch. So that was quite nice. Yeah.
All right.
And what they gave me when I arrived, they gave me a temporary card. And about 3 days later, they had my permanent card ready for me because they knew it was rather important.
Okay. The next very important thing, if you don't have this, your salary won't be able to be paid into your bank account, is you have to apply for your IRD number. I know you can do that at the AA. I know people say you can do it online.
I did mine online,
Yeah, some people struggle with the online one, but if you don't have an IRD number, your employer won't be able to pay your salary. They won't keep it away from you. They'll keep it until you have your IRD number, and then they'll pay it over to you.
You see, the problem is if they pay you without an IRD number, they've got to deduct so much tax from you.
No, it is rather important.
You probably get nothing out.
Yeah, and what I've learned now in the past 2 weeks is that you must also apply for IRD numbers for your children, although...
Oh, well, you're only busy,
although they're not working yet, because if you want to start like a KiwiSaver for your children, you will need their IRD number. So while you're at it, just apply for all of you. Right?
Yeah, get it done.
Yeah.
There was a way, I don't know anymore. when I applied, if I needed my IRD number much faster than what the rest of the family needed, so I could pay, I think it's $5 more to get it quicker.
Okay.
And I had it basically within 2 days.
All right.
So, but you do pay. That's the service you pay for if you want it faster.
Yeah.
So
you don't. Luckily, you don't have to bribe anyone. You can just pay. Legally, you can pay more.
Legally pay, isn't that bribing the government to help you give them your money?
Oh,
It's actually government bribing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually government bribing. So then, other important thing is once you've moved into your forever home, which will probably only be for a year, you got to update your address and contact details with immigration. And remember, coming from South Africa, you'll probably have a South African telephone number. Once you arrive in New Zealand, you can buy your telephone number walking into the airport. They sell it off there.
Yeah.
Buy one, even if it's just for temporary. Buy one. Get yourself on the air
and there's nothing like a fika or whatever here.
No, you don't need.
You can just buy a number. You don't need a proof of address and all that kind of stuff.
Do that stuff.
You can just buy it. Yeah.
And I see there's a fourth one. Register my IR online inland revenue account. Ain't that the same as apply for your IRD number?
I don't know. My IR is different than IRD. You also had to apply for my IR.
What is the other one that you use as proof for everything?
But you need that when you
apply
for your visa.
But I mean, it could be that some of
Real Me
account.
Yes,
yeah. That's a Real Me account.
Yeah.
So then I said the second, actually I go to the third one. I'll take the second one now. You can convert your overseas driver's license to a New Zealand license immediately.
At the AA.
At the AA. Don't come here with a license that is been expired or a license that you haven't yet converted from. They sometimes give you a piece of paper to say you passed the license. Presumably they don't take that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Once you get your license, in between the periods that you get your card license, and
in South Africa now.
In South Africa, they give you a piece of paper. That piece of paper presumably is not accepted
here. You need a valid driver's license.
And you also get a piece of paper once you apply this side.
Yes.
And they will post the valid driver's license for you.
Yeah.
And that's also quick.
I know you can drive on your South African passport. Driver's license for 2 years, is it?
I think it's for a year.
Is it for a year? But you've got time. So it is not that important. But I just feel once you get here, you have to get into the system. And the thing is, in New Zealand, your driver's license is like your ID document. You use your driver's license as proof of identity.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. So if you still have your South African driver's license, you probably need to carry your passport with you all the time. So it's just easier to get the driver's license.
Let's just pop back to the bank account. Remember when you go to the bank to take your South African passport, because that'll probably be the first thing that you have. You don't take a South African driver's license, they're going to laugh about it. Or your ID. They don't understand the ID book at all. They take your passport as a proof of who you are, and I think I had to give proof of my South African residence or my South African address to them.
Okay.
And then that's what they took for now. And then they sent me the rest. And once I had a permanent address, I gave that to them.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah. And you will also need your SARS number because the bank needs that. Yeah. So just remember to have that.
Although I was also wondering if you give them a fake one.
I don't think they'll even realize.
But I know they've got an how can I say, an agreement with South African SARS.
So maybe they will.
But it could be that they check.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
So.
So convert your driver's license. And then another thing, when you buy a car in New Zealand, make sure that the WAF is up to date. Will you explain what a WAF is?
WAF is a warrant of fitness, and that you need to do with your most vehicles every year. If you buy a brand new vehicle, you have to do it only after 3 years. So I just last night found out one of my vehicles, WAF, expired in 2024 already.
Oh my goodness. Which one? The green one?
No. The jet ski in the garage.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So that is just to make sure that all the vehicles that's on the road are roadworthy. You need a WAF.
Yep.
And for older cars, I think it's every 6 months or something.
I think they've.
Did they
I
make
know
it
it was
a year
every
now?
6 months. I think they moved it to every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
it's not a difficult thing. You just book.
and your vehicle's got to be roadworthy.
Yeah.
You can't pay people underneath a table just to put a tick, and it's roadworthy. So they really check everything out. So, and if you want to, let's quickly talk vehicles. In the past, there was this rumor that you could buy a car for $2,000. That is still so. But you need about $20,000 just to keep that car on the road. It's going to be a piece of junk, I promise you. So don't fall into that trap. I would say $7,500, $8,500 and up
to buy a decent
to buy even a decent small car. Yeah. So I've got a Nissan Note that I'm selling now for, and I will go for about 9,500 at worst with that car. So that is where we are now.
Another thing with the cars, there are places that allow you to apply for finance for a car even though you're not in New Zealand yet.
If you need help with that, we can help you with that as well. So just to pop back to the AA, while you bought your car, sometimes you can't register the car online because you can do that mostly. If it's when you buy vehicles into your company, you can't do that online for one another reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
And that AA will also do that for you. And while you are there, you can just ask them about RUC, RUC. RUC is when you buy a diesel vehicle. Diesel vehicles, you've got to pay per kilometer that you are going to drive. And they will check this up with the WAF as well. They'll check your RUC sticker, because it's another sticker you get on your vehicle. And it costs about $800. And that's on the Land Cruiser. It costs about $800 per 10,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. If you buy a diesel vehicle, there's an additional cost that could come to that.
Yeah. So although the diesel is cheaper than petrol, you have to pay that additional amount. Yeah. It's got something to do with the environment, I think, or something.
That's another way the Greenies make money out of it.
Yeah.
Government. And then remember your car insurance. We can also help with that. If we've got South African people that can call you and talk you through all the gray areas of car insurance.
Yeah.
Let's step into health insurance and safety. So I don't know where the safety part comes from. Okay. First thing you got to do, or as soon as you arrive, get your life and trauma covered. See that you get that taken up. That's rather important. That's a thing that we help a lot of clients with, and we sometimes get clients that are here for 4 or 5 years and haven't got any life cover or trauma cover. Trauma covers your dreaded disease for your cancers and those type of things. So keep that in mind. That's rather important.
Yeah. We had a whole discussion about why you need insurance last week. So if you haven't listened to that one, it's quite an important topic. So
yeah, it's quite an important topic.
Listen to that.
I often hear of people, especially South Africans, who die by heart attack, and then there was no insurance. And yeah, sadly, the people left behind is absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it's just one of those things that you think, I'll do it later, and then in the end you didn't do it. And I know some people keep their life insurance that they had in South Africa. Well, that you can also do that, but the payout will not be.
The payout will be in rands, and you'll probably struggle to get it this side, and it's up and down, and especially life cover is the easier one to claim in South Africa, but you will need a very specific death certificate, not the one that the normal guys give you. So this is one that's got to be issued by a specific area, blah, blah, blah. It takes a lot of time just to get that done. And it's not an easy thing. Now, anything else, and sorry if there's any life insurance people in South Africa that is now getting gray hairs when I say this. If you have a illness and the company where you are insured are unsure of what you really have, they can ask you to come into the office because they've got doctors sitting there. I've had a client or two in my life while I was in South Africa.
You mean if you want to claim
from your South African I claim for something policy. And they're unsure of what you have. It could be that the doctor writes something that's not 100% in line with that, but they think that you've got to put a claim and they have to pay out or don't have to pay out. Because remember that they are going to look at everything.
Yes.
It's not just going to, here's money. Yeah. They don't throw money at you. So they could ask you to come into their offices. And if you're in New Zealand, the offices are in South Africa. That's so unfortunately.
Another very important thing is don't leave this to the last minute. Register with a local GP. A lot of the GPs don't have space. They'll tell you that they're full. They don't take new registrations, but just find someone that you can register with. What will happen is you'll have to go in, you and your whole family, and then just see a nurse, and they'll register you at the practice to kind of just a general checkup. And at least then when something happens and you need a GP, you already registered.
Yeah, but get it done before you're ill, because once you're ill, you're going to struggle to get a GP registered. Then you got to wait for another appointment for the nurse.
You can go to an A&E, but then you'll pay $100 to see the doctor.
And depending how late in the day it is.
Yeah, it's normally $150. It's normally $100, and I know the children are free, but still, it is. Then you have to go and sit in line and wait for a doctor to see you. So it is quite important to just register with a local GP and get all your stuff ready. Bring your prescription list of your prescribed medication, and I know I was very scared when I got here that they won't be able to provide me with the same medication because my body is really sensitive to medication. Yes, but they just they did, so there's no problem with that.
So you got the GP there. Create an emergency contact list that's New Zealand based. I know that's always something that most of the people struggle with in the first 6 months or even a year.
You don't know people.
But reach out to people. There could be somebody that's just as new as you. You could be each other's emergency contact list. So that's rather important.
It is important.
And then if you've got any questions about health insurance, that's also something that we do and we can help you with. So
with the emergency contact list, what we get a lot is new people that come in, especially people with young children. You have to give a contact person at the school who they can contact if they can't get a hold of you. And many people that's in Tauranga have asked us if they can put us down for it is just that in case something happens, they can't get a hold of the parents, that there is someone that they can phone. So it is quite important to once you meet someone, please just ask them if you can use them as an emergency contact person.
Also say apply for wills and your enduring power of attorney. If you got a South African will, it's a good thing for South Africa. It's not a good thing for New Zealand. You need a will in every country that you have assets in. That will be the easiest way to deal with your death. Otherwise, your South African will have to deal with your assets in New Zealand, and it's a long story. It's
the legal aspect is different in each country.
Wills, the time that wills take to do in New Zealand is way less than you can even think of doing a will in South Africa.
So if you're a client of JB Financial Services, then you get a free will. So if you're a client of Jan's and you don't have a will yet, please get in contact and we can draft a will.
And we also got the enduring power of attorney. It's just a form from government. We got that, and you can I think the local JP can sign that.
You just provide the form and they
we just provide the form. There's basically two of them. One is about your body and one is about your property. And that just let somebody else talk for you.
And if you want to be an organ donor, when you apply for your driver's license, they'll ask you if you want to, and they'll put it on your driver's license. So there's no need to carry all kinds of stuff with you. It will be on your driver's license.
So, and that's probably the first thing that they check for once you're on a car accident and can't talk or whatever that happened. The problem is there. Then we got housing and living. This is a difficult one, especially for new people. New people find getting a rental and the prices of rentals amazing. They think it's absolutely ridiculous because we did, everybody else did.
It just feels
unreal.
Just feels so much.
Unreal. Now you got to pay 7 or 8. I'm going to use the rand with 7,000 or 8,000 rand per week for a house.
Yeah, it sounds.
But that's what you got to do. Yeah. So let's just take a moment with the rentals. That's rather important that you do this right. If you've got your own house in South Africa, bring proof of that. Go to your neighbor. This is what we did. We went to 3 of our neighbors. The one didn't even know me, just signed. I just wrote the letter saying I was a good neighbor. My yard was always clean, blah, blah, blah. And that is what I brought with for my first rental, because you've got they don't know who you are. Here's a new guy. you've never rented before in New Zealand, how will they trust you in their house? And if you can give them all those things and say, yes, I've never rented. I was a homeowner in South Africa, but years prove that I was a homeowner. This is my neighbor next door, and this is one across the street, and this is the tannie there at the back that always shouts, "Bly stil op 'n naweek." So this is letters from all of them stating how happy they are that I'm leaving the neighborhood. And you give these letters to the landlord or the agent or whatever.
Yeah.
That's some proof that you're not that bad, or that you have some.
Just bring some kind of proof that you're a good person. Vanita is saying that if once you've got organ donor on your license, you can't ever remove it.
Okay.
That's funny.
It's fine. I don't mind. I can do my organs afterwards what they want. So
I don't think people would necessarily want to remove it, but that's quite an interesting
That's an interesting fact. I never knew that. So you're giving everything away.
Yeah. Okay. Then you've got contents insurance. Another very important thing
back on the rentals.
Power and
We've got to do power and internet.
Yeah.
And remember something, even if you're now renting from a landlord, the landlord is supposed to look after the property. There's quite a few things under there that you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to cut the hedges and those types of things. You could, although landlords want to show it's your job, it's not your job. You're supposed to let him know that the hedges are too high and he's got to cut it, or she's got to cut it. You have to cut the grass. Get a company if you're too lazy to do that. Also set up your power and internet. Sometimes you can do this at the same place.
Yeah. I just want to go back to the rental quickly. In New Zealand, they are very strict with inspections, rental inspections. So they will do it every 2 or 3 months. You can be sure of that. And they have got a checklist. And I can promise you that is a hectic checklist. So your property needs to be in
good condition.
Very good condition.
Just one tip from our side. When you move into this empty house, it's better to go into the house and it's empty. Go and take photos of everything that is wrong. Everything. If there's a scratch on the wall, take a photo. If somebody hit the nail into the wall and it's not you, take a photo. Send all of this to the tenant or to the landlord. You don't need to ask them to rectify this. You just want that on record, that was the way you found the property. Because I promise you, we rented the first house. The oven was filthy clean. We complained
clean.
Was very filthy, sorry. And we tried to clean the thing, but some stuff were burnt onto the glass. And we sent this off to the agent. Agent did nothing. So being our first rental, we did nothing. Eventually they removed the agent, threw her away, got another agent. And the day we had to move out of the house, the landlord came to me and said, I did that to the oven and I had to pay $50.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, so just make sure that you've got evidence that if something is not right, that it wasn't you.
And don't take the evidence the day that you leave. Take it the day that you move in and send it off.
Yeah.
So
they are very strict.
Yeah.
Very strict.
And if there's something crucially done, you need something crucially done to the house, and the agent just wipes their ass off you, because it happens a lot of times. Agents aren't good. Most of the agents I know rather don't care. You can go to the what's that commission? Rental tribunal. Yep.
Yeah.
You call them up and they'll take care of this. So, but don't go for everything to the rental tribunal. There's something really bad and nobody fixes it.
Yeah.
So
you can do something about it.
Vanita also saying the landlord will expect you to fix things you didn't do. And unfortunately, you are where the buck stops. The landlords, they just don't take any responsibility.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, what are we going to do more?
Okay, we've got the power and internet now. Then
this is also important.
Woo!
Okay. Nothing major. I've stacked some stuff against the window to stop the sun.
There
but
it goes.
Get content insurance. I know of a few South Africans whose houses has burned down to the ground, and it happens so quickly, so quickly. And luckily, both of them were insured. Vanita said it's the tenancy tribunal, not the rental tribunal. Tenancy tribunal. Thanks, Vanita.
Okay, then sign up for recycling and rubbish collection. I think mostly it is
If you're
already.
if you're in a rental, it's getting done for you. Yeah.
If you buy a house and it's not there,
But
you need to do that.
also go and find out exactly how it works. We had people renting up top here from somebody else in the area, and the day they moved out, they chucked all their food. Right? They took their whole fridge and emptied that into the recycling, into the yellow bin.
Oh.
And they left it on the pavement. And you know what council did?
The
Council came, they tipped the bin over and took the stuff that could be recycled, and the rubbish the food and stuff was just lying there on the verge. And so eventually our caretaker, he picked it all up. So yeah, so just get it done right. Otherwise, somewhere it's going to bite you in the bum.
Yeah, they are very. No, it's funny that they actually did that, because normally they'll just leave the bin.
Yeah, that was also weird. I don't know why they did that way.
Doesn't sound right.
But
anyway.
the other way around, remember, they come and check what's in your bins. They got somebody driving around. This person comes and check what's in your bin. They throw out the whole bin, and they label whatever you've got in there. They take photos of that. If it's nothing, if everything is 100% correct, they'll put it back into the bin. Otherwise, they'll give you a big sticker and they won't remove your stuff.
In New Zealand, they've got a bin for everything. So there's a bin for recycling, there's a bin for food scraps, there's a general bin, there's a bin for garbage, garden
green waste.
Yeah. And then there's also, we've got a bin from Bin Boys. Is it Bin Boys? Yeah. They don't mind what you put in there, so you can put anything in there. And then also there's a blue bin just for bottles. So,
and you are not allowed to fold this up too far with the bottles, otherwise that person can't pick it up, presumably. So they're very very high on recycling. Very, very high. So yeah, it's probably a good thing as well. So then let's do the last two quickly. To join local community groups. There is community groups in every area with all the weirdest stuff that you can think of, from dancing to fishing to what they call it, tramping. That's when you kill yourself over a weekend walking into the mountains.
There are a lot of community groups and things that you can join. And you don't have to be scared because you're new.
No.
Just get involved, get to know some new
just
people.
Get it done. And normally these are all done at your local, how can I say, council hall. Every area's got a small council hall. There you can go for Zumba classes and every other weird thing in there.
Yeah, and also have a look at the libraries. There's a lot of things happening at the libraries.
So they're not reading there anymore.
They normally have got a schedule on, and they will, especially over holidays, there's a lot of things that happens for the kids, and it's free. So maybe just in your local area, go to the library, see what they've got on offer for you and children.
While you're in that mood, go learn your local area, go see where your doctors are, see where your dairies are, where your supermarkets are. Experience all of them, look at the prices, know which one is better for you. We shop out of our area into town itself, because the supermarket down there, believe it or not, they've got the very same supermarket all over the country, but that one is probably the cheaper one of all of those in our area, the Pack and Save down in Cameron Road. Yes. It's just weird that the prices differ between these supermarkets and so forth. And the same with petrol stations. If you are looking for a bargain, which I think today is at 15 cents off at Gull or something like that.
Okay.
But keep in mind that Z and Waitomo, if it's a Gull day lower, they also lower their prices.
Okay.
Yeah. Just keep that in mind. And sometimes these guys, they box a bit, and you'll get it for a cent cheaper somewhere.
There is an app where you can see what the prices are. Gas Spy.
It's a yellow app. Just click on it. It'll pick up where you are, and it shows you the nearest, cheapest one to you. So and you can put in there, do you want diesel, do you want 91, 95, whatever car you're driving at that stage. So
okay, there's a lot of other things that we can still talk about. I think
we can keep on for weeks, but I know Vanita wants to go and work. So all right, guys, this is our second last one for 2025. So next week, I hope you're going to dress up in your Christmas suit. Not birthday, Christmas suit. Okay, big difference. And then yeah, thereafter it's Christmas, and we're gonna have a bit of a small break for about 2 weeks. We are going to the South Island, so Christchurch, here we come. We're gonna do a few drives up and down there, and yeah, that's about that.
Yeah.
I've done a lot else. So from us, enjoy your weekend.
Yes.
And we'll see you around next week.
You haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, you'd better hurry. Kmart's queues are standing like starting
really
at
this time already.
Oh, it's
Gosh. Okay. So Kmart is a favorite shop these days.
Like always. Yeah.
And you still go to Burns? What's that? No, I go Burns goes my shop. So.
Yeah, it's not mine.
But Bed Bath and Beyond and so forth. All right, guys and girls, enjoy it. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.